Here we are again.
Here we are.
It's supposed to be 10% chance of rain. Looks worse than that.
It does.
But at least it's not 50%, which is what it was when we looked last night. Well, we're back at the permission David had, or has, and we've been here a couple of times, but you know you never found it all. So we're going to try this. We'll probably move to another spot a little bit later. David's got lots and lots of permissions around this area. But I want to show you what we're powered by today. We got to get our nutrition. We are powered by, once again, Chick-fil-A. And I want to give David a late Christmas gift.
Thank you, Gary. And you know me, I have to bring the sugar fix.
Oh, and he brought the sugar fix. I don't know if everyone knows what these are, but they're a delicious, delectable treat called Zingers.
It's all low fat. That's right where I carry it.
And there's and there's 3 in a package, but that doesn't mean you have to share.
Well, see, you got breakfast, lunch, and supper, man.
Yeah, or you
in between,
and they're mouth size too, so you can literally fit a whole one in your mouth.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to start digging after we down these chicken biscuits, and we'll see you at the first dig.
They're gonna land in that cornfield.
Well, we had our breakfast, and it looks like someone's already had theirs too. David, what kind of feathers do you think these are?
I think it's like duck feather. Maybe a wood duck.
Wow, those are kind of cool.
I'm not a huge duck hunter.
Those are cool feathers.
A lot of those guys would take, you know, the old hats that had the little vents in them, you know?
Yeah.
And they would sit down after they plucked their ducks, and you could sit there and poke them through between, and you can, if you start on one side, you can like weave them back around so it looks like you're wearing a duck hat. I've seen guys do that.
Oh well. Looks like he didn't go down without a fight. You got feathers here, you got feathers. All right, my first find of the day is this delicious looking piece of metal. Oops, of some kind. It's like just a scrap piece of aluminum. And our next find from yon hole is a lovely nail. All right, from yon hole came this thing. It looks kind of like a, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I guess it's a piece of a nail. Yeah, it's weird. It rang up good, wasn't very deep. I guess it's the top part of a nail. Check out all those geese. Wow, that is a big chunk of geese. Hope y'all can see that. There must be 200 geese up there. And some bugs flying around me. All right. It's kind of weird. I dug this hole trying to find something, and then the detector, the probe found something over here. A little piece of scrap of something. I guess a little piece of a nail. All right, we're trying to wait out this rain. It's not pouring down, but you can see kind of the mist over in the, or maybe not, but there's mist kind of in the trees moving this way. And you can see it here.
Barely popping up.
Yeah, but we're being brave.
On other channels, I'm called Doppler Dave.
Oh, Doppler Dave?
Yeah, I love the weather.
Uh-oh, you just revealed that to the world.
I did.
Alrighty.
It's just barely popping up.
I was just watching a video from some people in Australia who were very thankful on Christmas that they got rain. They're having a lot of forest fires over there now. Drought.
Wow.
And fires, not a good combination. And so he sent out a Christmas miracle video.
That's a blessing.
On how they got rain, and So never take rain for granted.
And we're here on the west coast of Tennessee. That's what I always say.
Yeah, west coast. Elvis land. Well, we may walk over to yon field for a second where you see Mount Vesuvius.
That's lime.
And a little bit of lime.
Cornfield. Corn stalks everywhere.
I don't know how close we could get to them, but
Gary, I'm gonna shut your
some
door.
bee.
You got your keys?
No. There's some beehives.
I won't shut your door, Gary.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
You're locked out.
David, when I pulled up this morning, these bees, one was greeting me when I got out, and David said it's because of this shirt. That bees, bees like bright shirts and bright people. Okay, see you on the next dig.
Yeah, I'm getting them.
Oh wow, the sun's coming out. Yay! So David just let me use his Mind Lab to locate my first target with the Mind Lab. And it is right there where that heel is dug in.
It's like a 14, 15, and usually that's full tab.
Well, let's just pretend it's a peace dollar. It's a peace dollar.
New car.
It's a peace dollar. All right.
But you never know. It's going to be talking.
And this is going to determine if I go buy one. So
Oh, well then
if
I
it's
would have very hard for that.
something really delicious.
Anything can find canned swag.
Okay. All right, pay dirt. David, call Wells Fargo. We're going to need this escorted out of here.
We need an escort.
Pretty
out
sure.
here with a, yes, sir. I'll bring the big truck. Yes, sir.
And 4 guards ought to be all right.
4 battalions. Yes, sir. Something, Spanish gold. Tell that. Don't the Spanish gold. Yes, sir.
Oh, yes.
There it is. Dun, 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 dun.
Get the barbecue. The slaw is here.
That's it.
Okay, I'm getting a Mind Lab.
That's it. I'm telling you, because you got to find that can flag.
You see some rust. I think it's an old staple.
There we go. I bet you there's more in that hole, though.
Okay.
This is a bad little spot to dig right here.
Okay. Well, we're probably gonna, well, I guess we could just, we'll dig one more item out of here. Oh, is that it?
That's it, dude.
Wow.
What a prize.
Won't you? David thinks he has a penny.
I don't think. I'm trying to use it to set my pinpointer.
Ah, yes. Let me see.
Not very deep either.
Wow, it's kind of
It's
messed.
got some good patina on it.
Yeah. I really can't tell. Okay, I'm trying this close-up lens to see if I can get closer than usual to the object. Just in case y'all want to know, this is without the lens, and this is with the lens. Hopefully it's a little better.
Let's try the penny.
Okay, we're gonna check the penny. Be right back. Okay, here's the close-up lens. Ooh, I see a date. I think it's a 40. I think that says 48.
Oh wow. The little lens is working great, isn't it?
Well, I can't see it through the camera. I was looking at it with my eyeball. So I'm not sure if that's working. Again, here's with this close-up lens. Here's without that close-up lens.
Wow.
And here's the lens. I ordered it off Amazon.
Cool.
Let me know if you're impressed enough with it. So this is with the lens on it. I think it's a 48.
Okay.
This is something else I'm going to try. Hang on. All right, now this is with the zoom. I don't think it really needs zoom since I can zoom here. But that's with zoom in play. Maybe that's not a good thing. And this is zoom. Zoom with a close-up lens too, but that's going to seem almost self-defeating.
I can see through metal, boys.
Yeah, I can see through metal. All right, I think it's a 48. Sorry if it's blurry.
You know what a harem, I hope I say it right.
Piece of something.
It's not a harem, like a Egyptian. I mean, not. When he came out here and fixed all these ruts, he drug.
Harrow.
Huh?
A harrow.
Thank you. He took it all across here, straighten everything out. So he probably picked up a lot of stuff, that was maybe under the surface,
Yeah, but where did he drag it to? He didn't drag it to this spot because I just pulled up a rusty candy cane just in time for the Christmas holidays, or one day after. Another delicious find. Let's see what we got here. It's a lid off of something. All right, let's read the ancient hieroglyphics on this. It says, return if ring is lifted, vacuum sealed, estimated 780. I'm assuming, I don't know what that is. Is that a Pringles can? It's awful tough for a Pringles can. Not sure what that went to. Tell us if you know. I'm really starting to wonder if my Garrett is on the way out. Every time, it tells you the depth and it gives you a thing to indicate the size. I think the last 20 targets I've dug, including home, and here it says size B at 2 inches. And I know some of them were more than 2 inches. That's what I'm getting here. It's a nice tone. Let's see what was in this thing. I'll clean it up and show you what it looks like. Looks weird. I think it's more of that solder or melted aluminum or whatever. I don't know what this used to be, but I tell you, that thing has got a sharp little point on it. Look at that thing. David is way over there, somewhere over there. Perfect weather. I mean, just perfect weather for digging today. Well, look what I found. Don't know what this is, but it's a big something. It looks almost like, if it didn't have the bolts on it, maybe that's part of a gate hinge or something. Put it down here if you can see it. It's got 3 bolts. So those are going to be affixed something. So maybe there's a gate latch that latches over there or something. Tell me what you think that is. I'll keep that and clean it up, and it'll go on my fence of fame. And they covered it up with these. Okay, take 2. Well, this is something a little different. I've got dug these big bricks out of this hole, and I'm getting good signals down here that there's something. So I think it's probably a bunch of coins hidden behind a little thing of bricks for safekeeping. So I'll let you see what I find behind the bricks, if anything. Okay, this thing is up to my elbow. Just about. So again, I dug these bricks out, a bunch of stuff here like old rusty nails and pieces of nails and a piece of scrap something. So I got one more target. I keep getting stuff that says it's down here. I'm gonna dig out this large, whatever it is. It feels very substantial. I'm gonna dig that up, show you what it is, and then I'm filling this hole back in before I find something else. Whew! Well, here's what I found. This little piece of scrap here. No, it's not that little. It's a big piece of scrap. And it's sheet metal, probably from a roof or whatever, but it's very solid on one end over there, and that's why I thought it was something like a big bar of a piece of equipment or something. So I'll probably take that out just to get it out of the field, but not sure that was worth that. Talk to you later.
I had to take it off.
Okay, y'all tell us what you think this is. I've heard that these things are those things they used to put on the yokes of oxen and stuff, but it's kind of heavy. I don't know if it had been heavy for that. Oh, also they think they put these on the tips of some cows' horns. Okay. To keep them from goring people. See, that didn't hurt.
No, that didn't hurt as bad. Either that, or do you think it could be an old fire poker thing like this?
It could be. It could be, or like a really gigantic brake handle off a motorcycle.
Oh, I thought it was like a hitch. For a you put your trailer hook on, but that's.
Is that brass?
Yeah, it's brass. It about blew my eardrums out.
Yeah, we don't do brass. Well, I guess we do brass on some stuff, but that is. We can see the size of it in my hand, but.
Be a good conversation piece anyway.
Yes, or a weapon. A weapon. Yeah, well, I don't know what that is. YouTubers, tell us what it is.
It's a trailer, to carry all the debris.
Aren't you just dying to know what's under yon shovel? Me too. I'm getting a good tone. I am not digging to the ends of the earth this time. Let's see what we got here. Prepare to go to fast forward mode. All right, this doesn't look any better cleaned up than not cleaned up. See if I can find the close-up lens. Oh, sorry, GoPro, make this thing a close-up lens. It's got a card error. Okay, I just dug up this big something. I don't know why. It didn't really ring up pretty. It rang up as actually ugly, and I think there's something good down there too. What do you think that is? It's got a notch here, and notch here. It's not a hoe, is it? Not sure if that's where something might have been attached. Let's go ask David. It's a cool glass over here. What is this?
This is a good signal. It's probably
what is this?
That looks like part of a leaf spring or something, don't it?
At first I thought it was a hoe or something, but a part of it, but I don't see a place where it would have been attached.
Good grief, man.
And look at this I found on the way over to you.
Oh, that's cool. There's another one right over there, the other part of it, that coffee cup.
Oh, really?
I'm serious. It's got that same decorative thing on it. I almost picked it up.
That's kind of cool.
That's very cool.
And there's some cool glass. What's in your clod there?
This is a 30-something. We're fixing to find out.
Here we go.
Just sitting here in live action. Look at this, Gary.
Whoa.
It's an old washer.
It's a washer. Or a coin with a hole. Maybe it's one of those Chinese coins.
I just found this. Let me show you this. It's an old washer.
That was exciting.
I know it, man. I mean, I'm going to wear it around my neck. I'll put it straight on.
But the suspense is really good.
This is really cool. I just found this. And first thought, well, it's just a wadded up piece of metal. And then I saw the hinges on it. Look, it's an old compact.
Oh, really?
See the hinge things?
It's a flip something to something. What's on the other side?
Yeah. It's like an old compact.
Huh.
I started bending it out.
Could have been. I guess it was copper.
Yeah. It rings up great. See the
that's cool.
Copper, brass,
that's
copper.
Cool. And guess what else I found over there? I got a card error on the SD card.
Oh,
I tried the video and it goes error, and it said something about SD error. But
well, I mean, I've got my camera on my back.
Well, I turned it off and on and it went away. So not sure what this is. Not sure what you had either, but I'm back to yon hole. This is a good spot you found over here because there's lots of little pieces of glass and then I'm seeing brick everywhere. So that's a good thing. Yeah. It's saying it's like 2 inches. Yeah. It's saying it's like 2 inches, but let's see what David's says is right here. I may have already exposed it if it's right there. If it,
surface fine.
I'm not sure what that is. It looks like an electrical wire.
This part right here?
Right there. 20,
28, 22. It's kind of back and forth. 26, 24.
Well, I'm going to dig it and see what it is. Let's see what it is. Yeah.
It's actually right. It's a good thing it ain't raining.
Yeah. Is that it?
What is it, a skull can?
It's something. Well, what do you think, Dave? Think we should call it a day?
Yeah, it looks like that rain's moving on in now, Gary.
Oh, and there's our cue to go to the wrap up. So we will see you at the tailgate. All right, we made it back. And as you found out in our last video, when you hear that whistle, that means we're moving into our wrap-up segment we're now calling The Good,
The Clad,
and the Ugly. Well, so let's go through those categories again real quick for the newcomers. Ugly is scrap, you're going to throw it away. Clad, you'll see, is pretty much, I don't think he's supposed to be in there.
Hey, it tried this guy.
Clad, we don't have any today, but that'd be like real current coinage, something that's coated or clad in zinc or whatever. Not a weedy, not a silver, something you usually may not have been overjoyed to find. And then the good is anything that's going to be kept, maybe cleaned up, maybe not in a place of honor, but some of my stuff's going to go on the what I call the fence of fame.
On the fence of fame.
All right, so I'm going to attempt to use this close-up lens to go through a couple of these things. Here we go. All right, so I'll start on the good. And again, good, something I'm keeping. All right, I found a, like David did last time, a coffee strainer. Not sure what these are. What do you think these are, David?
I don't know. I've seen those before, but I can't think of what they are.
When I saw it, it reminded me of those things you make cornbread in.
Oh,
But I don't think they had the holes where the stuff would fall out of it.
I've seen that before.
This could be like a latch on a fence, something maybe. This is the non-movable part, and then the latch would go over the end of that.
Yeah, the gate part.
Yeah, like the gate. Just some old bottle pieces. We're not even sure what these are and how desirable they are. But just a lot of old pieces that David found that kind of told us we were in the area. We think this is the handle off of a coffee cup, and we think the rest of it is over there somewhere. So David, go through your pieces. I'm going to take this lens off in case that's not doing a good job for right now.
A lot of brass in the ground. Found an old brass buckle. It's either an old belt buckle or maybe a shoe buckle. I don't know. Old washer. That rang up really well. I got to clean that and see what that is. Some old bullets. Don't know how old. This one actually has hit something. It's dented on the end down there. I don't know if you can see that or not.
That thing you've got there remind me of this thing. I'm bringing mine back over into the picture.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It rang up, and it's just like a little lid to something or whatever. I don't know. Thought may have been one of those bail seals, but I don't think.
I run into these little rings out here all the time. They're brass.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of those.
I don't know what they are. This one now, the plow was pretty rough on this
I'm
one.
gonna put this close-up lens back on to see if we can get a closer view of that thing is really interesting. Show.
That is, this ring up really good. It's brass, Gary, and I don't know if you can, let me see if I can, I'm going to clean it up and get you a better picture of it. But that's glass, you can like see through it. But the outside is brass.
Yeah.
You see something?
It looks like something that may have been an eyepiece to something.
It may have been. It reminds you of the, you know, when people go to the movie theater and they have the little things that hold up.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I wonder if it's
opera glass.
Yeah,
an opera glass.
I doubt, very seriously.
And what is this thingy?
I have no idea, Gary. I first thought it was like a receiver hitch. You pull a trailer, and then I went up to Gary, aggravating him, telling him it was a sword thing or something.
It reminds me of the things they said they used to put on the horns of their cows or ox to keep them from goring each other, or with on the yokes. And I forgot what they called them. We'll try to pull a picture of that up.
That may be what it is.
I didn't know that those were common around here.
This is part of an old compact. See the old hinges? I've got one at home that's similar to this. And it has these exact kind of hinges on it. It's like a lady's compact or something.
Yeah, or just, I don't know, what could have been a little container to hold anything. Some coins.
Maybe an old cigarette case.
Maybe a cleanup will give us a little more info on that too. And then that's like a
that was just a bolt I found out there. Rang up really good.
Okay, the clad is empty. We have no clad. We didn't. David found like did you cover that? Yeah, that was a wheat penny. We think that's a 1948 wheat. If David does a cleanup on that, we'll include it too. Did not satisfy my coin addiction today, but maybe next time. We found a good site. We really just got to start digging on it, so we'll come back to that. Okay, the ugly, the hideous. This may be the largest thing I've ever pulled out of a hole.
That's part of a bucket or something.
I think that's going to clean up really good.
That's going to be, well, you're going to put that on the fence?
Yeah, I'm going to make it, that would be a nice brooch or something.
It would.
Here's some that was a very large hole I dug to get to that, and it was solid. Some part of this was really solid, and I thought, well, maybe it's going to be an old piece of farm equipment or, you know, some cotton scales or something. So here's some old bricks. I guess they are. If I can get a date off of any of those, sometimes they have a stamp. I'll try to show you that. I found a lot of old nails, a lot of this. I guess it's just aluminum or whatever. Little bolts like thing. There's the thing I showed you on the dig. It's like very sharp. I'm going to put the close-up lens back on. Bloop. And this looks like an old Pringles can or something.
You definitely don't need to be walking around out here barefoot.
No, you don't. Here's the top of a tube or whatever. And David, what were some of the ugly things you found?
Some of these, like this old spark plug, and I probably ought to clean it up and just get an idea of how old it is, because it is really cool.
And really ugly.
First I thought I found a dog whistle when I found this, and it's just a piece of like aluminum. Of course, there's tons of these yellow tops out here that ring up in the coin range, so you gotta dig them. And lots of pieces of little brass, like this is the way it's shaped, to me it looks like something that a light bulb would screw in, like in the house. Then I had to aggravate Gary when I found this. They thought I'd found a little pipe or something.
It does look like a pipe.
Jolly Old England Irishman pipe or something.
I was getting ready to be really jealous.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure what that is though. It looks like it probably screwed down.
It came off of an old tractor or something? Or
I don't know, but that's probably threaded when you get all that dirt out. It's probably got threads up in there. Well, is that it?
I think that's it, Gary.
I think that's it. We're going to head out. We're going to spend a little more. Let me take the close-up lens off. We're going to spend a little more time with the family. Once again, we want to thank everybody for subscribing. We are skyrocketing towards 100 subscribers. Thanks to everyone. I think we're at 89 now. So maybe early next year we'll get 100. So thanks everybody for your watching and for coming back and for recommending us to other people. That helps. So we'll see you at the next dig. See you next year.
Happy holidays.